Hello, it's nearly, what is it, 7:30 in Kennington in London, downtown London. Here you go. This is Cleaver Street. We're in Kennington. This is the Lambeth Law Courts. And in fact, just let me sort this one out. And yeah, you can see the Lambeth Law Courts. Let me take you inside and show you what's going on with the ASC show. So this is 2020. And yeah, this is a London show. For those that don't know, hopefully there's a few people in America will tune in, but this is the show that went initially to America last April. We've been working on this for 2 years. Me and Mark Keary, who you'll meet in a minute, and Frank May, who's the owner of the M Galleries in New Jersey. And we've had that show in April. It was shown there in a much more condensed space. We paired all the artists up. You can read this stuff online. I'm not going to go through it all. But we've now done a different sort of hang in this space here. So let's just have a little look inside, shall we, and see what's going on. So, these two works here are Joe Castronova's piece here. I haven't got the titles with me because they're all written down elsewhere. What's that piece called, Angus? You've got it written down on there? Joe Castronova. Yeah, this one's called Face Off over here. And this one's untitled, that I know already. The thing with this was Joe was one of the American artists that we had. And actually he was paired with Katie Pratt. And we, actually Katie couldn't do this show, so we changed it and brought Ian in for this show, Ian Hales, who made this wonderful piece. He's a British artist here. This is untitled, very constructivist, and he responded to Joe's words. And you can see the piece quite well here. It goes, see, very three-dimensional. This is actually masonite and steel, quite a heavy piece. And we put them together, not because they aesthetically work, which they do, but because we felt we'd changed the pairing on this. It was good to bring Joe's work in and actually use it as part of the show. So I'll just give you a bit of a close-up of Joe's work. These are the only two pieces that are downstairs. The rest are all upstairs, which we'll visit in due course. Here we go, I'll just give you a bit of a sign. These are three-dimensional work. You clip it in together, you can see here how it works, and so on and so forth. This is actually Ian here who made that piece over there. I'll just show you him there. He's actually shy, he's not going to talk to us. That's okay, no problem. There's Mark Keary there. He's describing it, you can see. There's a bit of art chat here. We'll just follow this for a little while.
But then Katie wasn't able to show that work here, and we went to another gallery in Berlin. So we had to take that one out. We need to find another artist to respond to it. So Ian took this on.
Okay, we'll move on for this one. So let's just have a little look around here. And as you can see, there's various people around in here. We'll talk to some of these guys later. This is the bar area. This is where all the people, there's the courtroom too there. We haven't got anything in there. We have actually didn't use it in the end. So we'll head upstairs for a bit and see what's going on upstairs. Now, interestingly, here we've actually got James Post's piece, which James did for me, and he was actually the artist that I am paired with, Pete Mountford. And as what we've done, we've put the words on all the pieces that were sent. So I actually sent these words to James back in 2021. We started the project in 2020, but we eventually paired the artist in 2021. And these were the words I sent him. You can see here, from Pete Mountford to James Post. And this piece here, James is a tattoo artist, and he did the respond. He actually did a little thing where he sent me what's known as a cartoon, which is a blank thing, and he said he wanted to do an exchange of ideas. I had finished my piece, which you'll see in a bit, but he actually, I put in an image I'd used in mine, which is the Boris Johnson jester, and also the coronavirus sort of spirally things there as well. So there's lots of images in that one, very sort of pop-up funky. That was displayed differently in America. If you check the video out from the American show, you can see that it was on a kind of a two-sided panel. The cost to send it over was too much, so we just got the two pieces. So that's his piece there. Hello, how you doing? We're on the Facebook Live thing. You can say hello if you want. There you go. There's somebody visiting the show. This one here is David Lamort, one of the other American artists. And he worked with an artist, Darren O'Brien, who's also one of the ISC curators. And they actually did quite an interesting thing. They actually worked together, and they were talking about, obviously, death being the big thing that was going on during that period. And they, I see David Bills is watching. I'll try and find Nicole in a minute. She's in here somewhere. So hang around, David. This is David Lamort's piece. And so both David and Darren, they exchanged names from things from cemeteries, and they swapped over. So Darren sent these to David, and David, in his kind of very sort of straightforward pop sort of style, did these rather monolithic sort of structures, and they're actually standing here on the courtroom steps. And here's the words that were sent again over there. There they are. They're you can see them. I'm not going to read through them all because there's a lot of time to get through. I'm going to come up and let's have a wander. There's lots of people in the way. This is Magda. You'll see her work in a bit. There's Magda. Her work is in there. And there's Basha. Say hello. Okay, there you go. Let's have a little look. Let's have a look in here. Let's have a look. What's going on? We'll go in there in a minute. Let's have a look. So this is the courtroom space. Nicole, as I can see David's watching, you've got to say hello.
Oh, yes?
Yeah, I've just seen him. David Bill's watching. So Nicole's here. Here's her piece, by the way. It's hung on the corner. It's hung on the corner. There you go. So there you go, David. She loves it. She likes that piece. She loves it like that. There you go. No, he's happy. He's watching. He's watching. Is he? Come on, David. Do you want to say something? Do you want to put a little comment in? He will in time. He will. Give him a chance. So there we go. So yeah, this is Nicole's piece here. Nicole Travasi. She's one of the two Americans that's come over for the show. Ellie's piece, we'll get in a minute. And this was the word that Magda, who you just saw on the stairs, that sent her. And they kind of connected very well. They had a very good. I mean, would you like? Do you want to say anything how this worked out for you two, sort of thing? Like with you and Magda working on this project together.
Yeah. Can you email me? Are you leaving? Okay.
That's all right. Don't worry. Hey, sweetie, he just said.
He did?
Yeah.
Where is he? Where is he?
There you go. Hey, sweetie. You see it? Hey, sweetie. There you go. There you go. I love it when we can do this. We can connect the world. It's brilliant. Fantastic. So there we go. There we go. So, yeah. So,
Where's Magda?
oh yeah, we should get Magda. She's just gone down the stairs, but we'll have a bit. We'll see where we go. But yeah, I mean, this changed your work a lot, didn't it?
Yeah.
Because you were doing a lot of collage and stuff before that, and this got you into kind of crochet a bit, which you've really got into the last couple of years.
Yeah. And I love the way it was done.
I mean, if people check some of, like, there's a video of Nicole that we've posted it online before. She's actually wearing, so she wears some of these pieces as well. In fact, she's got one now. Look, there you go. This is it. There you are. It's all there. It's all worked out. There you are. So, this is fantastic. And it works really well in here. And it works real nice in a courtroom as well. Because you don't get colourful stuff in a courtroom usually. Everyone wears sombre suits. And it's nice to have colour. So, we get it. He's put a heart on as well.
Oh.
David, you're a lovely man. We wish you were here.
Yes.
You should be here.
Where are you? You need to come. You should come.
Hang on, let me just do that to it. So you can see. There you go. We're back here. There you go. There you go. Fantastic, fantastic. We'll see again. So let's move on. Tracy DeSola. One of the, again, we're in the red territory. We're in the red territory here. Tracy DeSola. Oh, actually, a couple of her friends came earlier. They were here earlier, and they Tracy's work is very narrative. She sort of bases her compositions a lot on Renaissance paintings and so on. And Lawrence Green, who's the sculptor over the other side, he sent her these words here. And she said that she was very much, you know, she found it hard as a starting point, but she liked the idea of routine. And so, you know, you see it says here, it said this weren't her words, you can see who they are here, they're down here. They're, yeah, hey Pete, hey David, it's lovely to speak to you, man, or to communicate with you. Lawrence Green to Tracy Tola, and as you can see, there's a cigarette. And her works, they're almost like this very kind of sort of gothic kind of mess going on, with very sort of Renaissance themes, but very modern. And the idea of the chaos in the bedroom and in the kitchen and in the house. And I think she has a lovely little things that going on. You know, they're really beautiful pieces, and this is the piece that she did for 2020 as such. So we're at the back end of it. We didn't use the far side of the, it's a bit dark in the back there, we didn't use that at all. So what else have we got here? Actually, one of the artists is over here. Guy, show him. I'll just show you Guy's piece. He's not wanting to talk to us, so I'll go aside. But yeah, Guy's piece here, and he very much uses these kind of flag symbols, these sort of pennants that are very much used, beautiful colours, very well painted. Interestingly, he was paired with Martha Wachowski, and they actually used the same words, both of them. They're the only pair that did. So you see those words over the other side when you go over there. Here we go. There's you can see it. Right, here we go. Is somebody having a look at Nicole's piece? So you like this piece? Yeah. This is like a London private view, people dashing around. Sandra Lane's piece here. She's very much Simon Keller. Actually, I missed out Simon. I'll come over to him in a second. He sent her this, and she very much. Simon and her were kind of into the things like nature, and there's a bit of connection on those two things. And I think Sandra thing was very much is about, you know, she was in the sort of in nature in the park as such, and as she said, like watching Spring Break, you know, and very much like paper cups, which is in her text to Simon, is very much was a thing. So she said, like she used paper pulp. She actually used pulp from the cups. And to quote what she says here, the pulp in the work, the lilac shape is from the skies, and the quilted shape from nature. So the sky, the cloud, and nature, and the ball in there, and the sun, I guess. That's the sun. So it was very simple pleasures of that time was very much what she was tuning into. If you watch the video of hers that we posted before, it's just the bird song and her sitting in the park, which is quite a beautiful piece, actually. Yeah, Simon's piece, I didn't actually get over to that. These were the words that Sandra sent to him here, which are, you know, you can read them fairly clearly. And the now Simon, the piece, if you saw the piece at M Galleries, it was a big tower. He couldn't send that piece. I guess the weight to transport it across the Atlantic was too much. In the end, we only got the one piece here. We were going to hang it on the wall, but we settled for the plinth in the end. And you can see, and Simon very much, it's about material and consciousness. He's very much tuned into using his media, and you know, clay being part of the earth and its history and its mortality as time plays a very, you know, important element to him. So that's kind of done this side. Let's move back over to here now. This is Marley. Now Marley's an artist we know years. Marley, this is on Facebook Live. There are people in America watching this. So what do you think of the show? He loves the show. Marley's a great artist. Sorry?
I like you.
Yeah, we'll have a chat in a minute. I've got to do this at the moment. But yeah, this is Marley. I've known Marley for 20 years. He's at shows a lot. He always shows up at these things, you know? So there we go. So there's Magda and Nicole together. That's it. David's still watching, by the way.
Yes.
David's still watching, yeah. There you go. This is David and Magda together. Sorry, David and Magda. Nicole and Magda together. There we go. In front of Mark's piece. There you go. That's fantastic. David, you're still there. Let us know. Let us know. Are you still there, mate? You're still there. There we go. He's there. He's there. He's still up there. I can't at the moment because I'm on this, but I will in due course. I'm only going to do another 15 minutes and then I'll come and do pictures. So yeah, this is Michael Kopolov's piece here, who was paired with he's just done a little heart. So that's it. Hi Magda, he just said, David. Yeah. So there we go. That's great. This is Michael Kopolov's piece with his glasses. We've got some text. What did Michael say? Let me just find it here. So Michael said he really talked with Wes a lot. They worked on a lot of things. And he does these sort of hybrids of glasses that are also paintings. So he's saying he's like into the God's eyes perspective. And I think they did a thing where what 3 words they sent to each other and then they cut them up and put them on the thing. So this is a very sort of mixed up, you know, you can see the perspective on it with all these glasses. If you look at Michael's video that we put out live, he sort of wears a lot of his pieces and he's very much in that interaction. Let me show you the words that Wes sent him, which are these words here. Over they are. So we're going over to Darren O'Brien, he's actually behind me, but he's probably not going to talk to the camera. But yeah, again, he's the other one that with David with the cemetery memorials you saw that were on the stairs, and these are the words that David sent to him that are here. And as I said, they exchanged words from David's in New Jersey and Darren's here in South London. Frank, are you out there? Are you watching? Let us know. Frank May should be there. I'm sure he's watching. So what we got? We got Magda Werkowski from New Jersey. These beautiful kind of Hopper-esque sort of night landscapes. And as I said, her and Guy did the same 20 words. They're the only pair that did, which is fine. And so the guy with the pennants over the other side, they were a pair and hung together in the initial show. And you can see there the... give you a bit of a close-up so you can see it. There we go. Right, we're going to take a little detour in. Oh no, we've got a couple more here. So paired with Tracy Detola, the one with the cigarettes, smoke a ciggy, do a puzzle, the words that said. This is Lawrence Green's piece here. Lawrence is here somewhere. And here's the sculptural piece here. And the words that Nicole said. If I can find the artist, I'll ask to see what he says, but he's around somewhere. It certainly is a shit show. I doubt I'll ever say things will ever be this bad again soon. It is very, and these pieces actually are magnetic and cling on to the form. So we'll show you co-curator Mark Keary's piece, paired with Ellie Trubert. You can see it here, and they collaborated very closely together. If Mark's about, I'd get him to tell us about it, but he's not at the moment, unfortunately. If you know his work, you know the sort of posters he uses and so on. There we go, fantastic. See the words there. There's the words that Ellie sent to him. I'll come back to Ellie's work in a minute. Right, we have a little detour into the courtroom. I don't know, it's a bit dark in here, so we won't necessarily be able to see too much. Oh, is it? Yeah, the video's off, so I've got to turn it back on. So while we're doing this, I will walk along and do it. Just a little stop. Oops, hang on. Sorry about that. I just dropped that on the floor. That was clever. Do you see where that remote went? One little pause while I find the remote. Oh, we've got a bit of a stop here, we won't be long. Okay, so just at the start of Frank May's piece here, which is 20 Minutes by Frank May.
Respiratory infections that cropped up in Asia and the Middle East in 2002 and 2009. Four individuals showed up at a hospital. All had pneumonia and worked in a particular seafood and live animal market.
I won't stay in here for long. I'll just get the intro bit and then we'll go out. It's quite interesting in a show where a lot of people's internal opinions are going up and abstract thoughts and whatever, that Frank's sort of dealing with what actually factually happened in the news during that period. And here you have snippets of American. This is called 20 Minutes, and unsurprisingly it goes on for 20 minutes. Yes, we wanted to get Donald Trump in a courtroom for ages, and here he is. Enough of that, we'll move on. So this is the only piece that's in the courtroom space. So we move out again. Right, I'm going to head over to the cube in the middle. There you go, some of the Americans are watching this. So this is Peter Flack, who runs ASC Studios, and Darren O'Brien is one of the other curators who is responsible for that piece on the wall over there.
Hats for sale.
Hats for sale. He's got another one for sale, so anybody wants to buy it, they can. So, yeah, look, he's even got. Look, we've got a sort of baseball cap number here going on. Pretty cool. This is good.
You can do this sort of goofy style.
Or the goofy style, yeah. It's all there. They're all there, and they're all with the hats. So yeah. So
Welcome to America.
there we are. So we work pretty well with this. So yeah. Right, we're going to have a look in the cube now and see what's going on there. There's Angus. He's enjoying having a good night. But with a few other Americans showing this, give me another 5-10 minutes and I've done this and I'll tell you about it. I'm going to talk about it in a second actually, because I'll be doing it. There's a few Americans watching the Facebook Live. That's all. Mine's that one there. So I'll come to it in a second actually. Hey look, it's some friends here. Look, he's on Facebook Live. So there's a few Americans and people watching this. So that's Martin. He's only here for the beer. There you are. They're all here, look. So this is Ellie Porter-Troubert's piece, who's one of the two artists that's travelled over for this show. She's around somewhere. Yeah, she was paired with Mark Carey, who's the poster piece you see over the far side. I've got some notes actually that Ellie wrote here, so I can tell you. She, this is very different from what she does. A lot of Ellie's work is kind of in nature with stones and things like that. And in this case, she, see if I can find the information in here. You can see the piece. But with her piece, she very much, again, it was the idea of clouds and thoughts and processes. And there's little lights, there's actually battery of lights, and if you go back from this piece here, you can see the lights kind of illuminate as they come across like that. And they're really quite powerful. And it's actually better in this than it was in the other show, because the lights in this area is not as dark. My piece, I'm going to come back to that, I'll just do the others first. So Gillian Knight was actually paired with Frank's piece, and if you go on to our further down the Facebook page, Gillian's video is quite beautiful. She talks quite openly about how she made this piece, and about the idea of blues and feelings, and how we got through the day during that period. And these are the words that Frank sent her, which are there. Quite simple and quite straightforward. And that was, you know, so this lovely painted surface here, which kind of works. She said the piece is called Day Blues, Dark Blues, and the history of these blues. So she built up an image beginning with a rudimentary zigzag mark as a way of describing rupture and sharpness. The impulsive result, thinking about the text provided by Frank, which I just showed you, and recalling the experience of 2020. Painting is then layered up in response to its beginning, in that the final image is apparent to the foreground. So she plays with this surface. She's actually reworked into this a bit since came back from the States, and you can see these lovely surfaces working very much in there. This piece over here, if I can get past Tamlin's hair, this is Tamlin, by the way.
Yeah, hello. And
He's very theatrical.
Tamlin plus hair.
Tamlin plus hair. Tamlin's a theatre man. Yeah, Wes Sherman's piece here. Wes was paired with Michael Kopolov, who's the glasses piece that you see at the other side of the wall. And these are the words that Michael sent him. Transformative year, my artwork changed completely, the death of painting, which is a very 60s phrase. Self-taught new process, quintessential J-pop work, I dreamt of travel. And Wes works off of that, and he goes, his things is a sense of place, be it location. And remember I mentioned those what three words when they were looking at random words and then working off of there. A landscape which a viewer only sees part of, and which continues beyond the edge of the painting. And he's done that with this little symbol up the top there. Dislocated from his other self, yet destined to be shown with it. So this is like the connection with the marks. These lovely painterly surfaces that he works with. Couple more to go. Normally the artist is actually here. I would normally ask her, but her English is not so great, so I won't. But just one question, Magda. Do you prefer this one to the mirror or not? Do you like the mirror better or this one? Like, do you like it with the mirror as it was in New Jersey or like this? Yeah, and that's great. Yeah, that's brilliant. Fantastic. No, it's really lovely. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so there we go. So Magda's piece here, and Nicole, who we met earlier, and with the textile piece, they've become quite close with us actually, and works it across here. So that was Magda here, and in fact other members of the family are watching, I noticed. Mauricia. Hi Mauricia, how you doing? Sylvan's watching, he's even here. There we go. So you want to have a look? Come around this side, you want? Yeah, I mean, I'm just talking nonsense, but never mind. And that's it. There we go, there's the word Nicole said. And finally, it's myself. So, this piece, which is called, you can see the title up here actually, Within and Across Boundaries. So, the guy over there, you saw him earlier, James Post. When we got together, I sent him the words I sent him, which are more a list of words, and he sent me this statement. I never thought that I would achieve much in a year during the global pandemic, locked down and isolated and afraid. And it struck me the idea of a cocoon being locked away, protecting yourself. And it was weird because some of the things I was doing at the time, and still am to a certain extent, involved like being attacked by dark forces, like the culture wars. You remember going through the pandemic. We had lots of. Well, lucky I have a studio at home, so I could sort of make stuff myself. Very much, you know, a lot. And so these have got fragments of other things I was doing. Like the arrows are like with obviously the reeling of Brexit as well. The advertising campaign, I sort of used that as these things trying to attack. And then I did another thing with using like the colours of skin, the humanity. And then I'd also used in another big piece I did, very much with the micro and the macro. I had all the different flags of the world on there. So I already had these, and I just reworked them a bit. And they're very much big issues. And then there's every country in the world. I don't know, because they're not in the right place. In the other piece that I did, I had them approximately in the right place. For this one, they might have been. I didn't know. Yeah, you have to look closer. You'll find it. If you look, you'll find it. You'll find it if you look. I'm talking to this very interesting person here. Say hello. There you go. And which artist do you know in this show? Oh, and your name is? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm completely lost. It's all right. It's just me. So, lovely. So basically, I've with this, one of the things David was saying about boundaries. I wanted to. So the idea of these different boundaries. So you've got like in different stages. You've got your bedroom there. That's the boundary, and then the house. That's the plan of our house. And I felt it's really because for a lot of lockdown, you're looking out the front and the back window and wondering what's going on, particularly in the early months, what's going on beyond. So that's my back garden, that's my front garden. That's the town I live in, Shoreham by Sea. in West Sussex on the south coast, and that's England. So it's like these increasing boundaries of our worlds at that time is very much that. So, you know, that was the piece. And then there's borders, again, of different, because I started doing a thing with borders, like you've got the south coast border, and I think you've got the Scotland Island, the sea, Northern Ireland border, and I think that might be the Channel one, the sea in the middle. I've been playing a lot because they've been big in the news. I've been playing with that a bit. So these are compendium of things that have been in as well, but it kind of came off the back of what James sent me, and again, that's the piece that I sent to James.
All right, okay.
And that's a wrap, yeah. And there's Nicole again. Is David still there? You still there, David? You still there? You still there? Is he still watching? I don't know if he is. But anyway, he's there. Is it? I don't know. Her partner from New Jersey was on there, a little. Yeah. Okay, well look, I think Darren's just taking a picture. I'm actually going to go. There's Peter again. So thanks very much for coming. I'll just turn this back so we can say goodbye. Yeah, I'm just going to, so this is us all there. It's bye-bye from Kennington. Take care. Turn it off.